Hello everyone, my name's Stefan, Botanist Cool, and today we're going to be painting this fire elemental. Now the fire elemental originally came in like this clear orange, but I don't like that. So we're actually going to be painting it and going over it and doing what we got to do with it that way. So you guys know how I usually do my fires. If you've seen my previous videos on like fiery stuff before, we're going to make a pink underlay. And then go yellow all the way up, and then red and orange and all that kind of stuff. So we're probably going to be using colors like these. And like these, and what have you. So, yeah. The problem is I don't have a pink. I realize it's a little late. I don't have pink. So I'm going to mix some colors to make a pink. I have purple. I don't have pink, so we're gonna mix up a pink. Which means I have to get a white color, which I don't have a lot of white either. Woo boy, today's a mess already. Well, actually I have Corax white. I have Corax white. It's a little bit of an off-white. Wait, what the hell happened to this Wraith bone? Hold on. This Wraith bone looks rough. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly fix it up a little bit. Eventually I'll get back to the minis I'm supposed to be painting with that. I should give my paints some care. They need it. My paints need some real care, actually. Another Wraith bone, don't want that one. Here we are, Corax white. So now I haven't used Corax white in a minute, so you can see it's not looking great. So we're gonna mix the shit out of it and make it look better. Oh god, that sounds like water in there. Yikes. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I know the Whooper's reacting to it. I've got literally just like a vortex mixer. It's supposed to be used in like labs and stuff. I got a small one off of like Amazon. And that's what I use to mix my shit. Looking better, but we could do much better. Give it another like 30 seconds on there. JT, this is a fire elemental. It originally came in like this orangey color, but I don't like it. So we're going to make it a fire element. We're gonna make it look like fire. You can see his little face, his angry face right there. We're gonna start by basing it in the pink, and then we're gonna go all the way up from yellows and oranges and reds, and we're gonna end it there basically. But yeah, I actually have to make my pink first because your boy ran out of pink. Unless it's mixed with fire. Oranges can be really good in mini painting. I've seen some brilliant orange paints that people have done. They are so cool, but I have not done one aside from fire-related ones that are orange. I've seen other people do some, and they are beautiful. Whoo boy. I just know oranges and yellows can be hard colors to work with. Yellow more so than orange, to my knowledge, but yeah. I'm trying to see if I'm trying to remember if I have any orange ones. I might. I do. I have the Sunset Lumineth Realm Lord we did a long time ago. How are you today, JT? Alright, so we're gonna try to get a little bit of pink with this red mixed with white. Hope that works out. Too much red already. To be fair. Yeah, fair if you don't like orange though. Orange ain't gonna be everyone's favorite. Woke up not long ago, feeling better each time. I can start moving around my own now, but it's only like 5 minutes and I gotta rest. What happened, bud? You okay? Wait, did we speak on this before? I don't remember. I'm so sorry if I don't remember. Oh, right, you mentioned being in the hospital recently, didn't you? Jesus Christ, yeah, okay, well, glad you can move around, that's good. Get surgery on your leg, yeah, valid. Valid. That would stop you from moving around, yeah. A little bit more white, make it a little bit pinker. We'll do that. Oh, that's a good pink. This is like a pink I probably would have used anyways. Alright, cool, perfect, so we're good. Add a little bit of medium thinner to it. Now we got a long-lasting pink that'll do us real good for a while. I was pulling a Kill Bill moment, kept looking at my foot and saying, "Wiggle your big toe." Man, I mean, that's kind of how you gotta do it a little bit, ain't it? Though, like, you know, gotta convince your body to move a little bit. Alright, let's start. Get this pink on this guy, you know? Not as bright as I want it to be, but it is still pink, and that's still gonna work. I still haven't seen Kill Bill. Like, I've seen bits and pieces, but I really need to actually just sit down and watch it one. Like, from start to finish, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've come in parts where it's like, yeah, Steph, we just started Kill Bill. Steph, we're just finishing Kill Bill kind of deal. But I've never sat down and just watched it from start to finish, you know what I'm saying? Just one of those. I get the references and what have you here and there, but like, I'm a fake fan. I wouldn't even call myself a fan. I'm a fake knower of what happened in Kill Bill. A fake cinematographer. Still a pretty good pink, actually. I'm pretty happy with it. Do I have any, like, dirty technical paints? I might. I think I have Strickland Mud, actually, so that might be really good to put around the base, now that I think about it. Or Sterling Mud, or whatever it's called. So I want to make this like, yes, the elemental is a fire elemental on dirt. So that's like kind of like, you get that whole differentiation of where it is, how it is, what it is, that kind of thing. That's the goal, at least. Pink's actually turning out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Looking, actually, really good layer of pink. Not a very bright pink. It will work really well. Got a little mouth right there. I think I've pretty much got every corner of him pretty good there. Now I just gotta let him dry. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Actually, fun little thing. I've started developing a... Fuck, where'd it go? I think it's under here. I started developing like one of those artist bumps, the calluses that you get from like... Yeah, it's like right here. Under the bandage thing. But the calluses you get from like doing art so much. I guess I'm an official artist nowadays, guys. I could like call myself an actual artist. Isn't that pretty sick? While we wait, ooh, hold on, I see some parts I need to get with a little. Right here, right under the right titty. There we go. Now we're gonna shake all these guys up really well while this dries. I don't want to just go and like spend a few minutes and rest while you guys watch paint dry, literally. That'd be like bad hosting manners for myself. But we're gonna start with a very, very light yellow. We're gonna go all the way around and just do a base layer of white, of yellow. That way it is yellow. Then we're gonna do layers of dry brushing with these guys. That are gonna get more and more dark, obviously. But yeah, that's the goal. I thought I got another yellow, but I guess I didn't. I guess I only got one yellow. Well, a few yellows, actually. You like watching paint dry? I mean, that's fair. Some people like watching paint dry. I should honestly think about what to do like in these middle parts here, where it's just me and you and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy. Anyways, I gotta think of what to do in these kind of moments. It's like, this is drying here. It's just literally paint drying. Occasionally me up here. That's it, really. Together, I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Yeah, fish lyrics. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Peak stream, peak stream. No, not playing peak today. We're mini painting. We're not playing peak. Great game though. Great game. Great game. The only other thing I have right now is these guys, and this is actually I have a few things. So I have these guys. I play with these guys a lot. They're magnets. They're mini magnets specifically. They're meant for minis. However, I can also do this. You know what? I can spend a little bit of time teach you a little bit about something that you guys probably do not know what they are. This here. No, yeah, I gotcha. I'm just memeing. This here, I teach you a little bit about being a Greek man. All right. This here is called the koboloi. What a koboloi is, basically they're worry beads. They're just kind of things you fidget around with and play with and all that kind of stuff, right? So a lot of Greeks and a lot of Greek men specifically play with these a lot. Well, they used to. It's a lot less of a modern thing. When I went to Greece last time, I was the only one really playing with them in all of Athens that I saw. However, these are really fun fidget toys, basically. They're worry beads, yeah. I remember when the old papoos in the church used to go, oh, kids these days and their fidget toys, and then they're fucking swinging around the koboloi like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, papu, fuck off, you know what I'm saying? These are basically like OG fidget toys for the Greeks. What you'll do is you'll get your koboloi set. This one is made of deer horn and a little bit of silver. It's a nice one that I got in Santorini. So keratos is horn, like keratin. That's where the word comes from. And what you do is you put it on one side and you flip it like that. It basically goes around, wraps around your finger, and you kind of bring it to one side. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I play with them. I like playing with them like this because it feels a lot more controlled. But basically, put it like this. You spin it around, it comes over, and it comes back down here. These are very nice, very easy. At the Acropolis, or at tour centers, you'll find plastic ones for like €4. I have a few of those myself. But these, I like a lot. You can make them very easily yourself if you really wanted to. It's an odd number of beads plus this. You buy them online, they're going to charge you an arm and a fucking leg. So go to a Greek festival nearby. They'll probably sell them for $10. But these things I play with all the time. I sometimes carry them with me, depending on where I go. I always have one in the car too, actually. I have one literally on my mirror. But essentially just kind of spin it around. One, two. Nice and easy, you know? So I can do this for hours, literally hours, and I'll play with these guys a while. I'll kind of just hold them and squeeze them like that, or I'll just go like, you know. Anyways, a lot of Greek men, especially the older men from past generations, play with these a lot. In Nafplio, there is a Koboloi museum. They used to make these out of amber, and they still do sometimes. And the amber used to have a very distinct smell to it. So you used to be able to tell like which Koboloi are amber because when you would play with them, the smell would get on your hands, and you could smell them. I've never played with an amber Koboloi, I'll be honest, but I've always wanted to, and I've always wanted to go to the Koboloi museum in Nafplio, but never had the chance to. I would like to though, but it is it's a nice little fidget toy. Very old fidget toy. These things are, I don't know how old they are. They're ancient. They're fucking ancient. But yeah, they're basically fidget toys, and the Greeks pretend, the Greek papus pretend they don't play with fidget toys, and they're fucking near their virgin asses are. Papu means grandpa, by the way. Now there is also a variation of the Koboloi that is basically just one string and two beads on each side. I don't like those ones. Not for me. Not for me. I like the ones with like 9, 10 beads. Koboloi. What's it? Let me get my laptop. I know there's like a hidden letter in there or two. I know there's like a hidden letter in there or two. I think there's like a hidden M. So maybe like Komboli or Koboli, but like it's Koboloi. But I don't know, like I know I pronounce things wrong all the time. So let me just double check on my laptop. On my handy dandy laptop. Komboli. I knew there was an M in there. Komboli. Yeah, on Amazon they're like 30 bucks. That's expensive. What the hell? Oh, these are fancy fox. What the hell? These are fancy. Why are they so much money? Hold on. I'm gonna on Amazon I'm going to shop. I'm gonna sort them by price, low to high. Give me a second. Okay, on Amazon, there's some of those 2-bead variations that are about 20 bucks, including shipping. Hold on. Search worry beads. Dad. You search worry beads, you get the same shit. The thing is, in Greece, they're 4 euros. 4 fucking euros. But to be fair, mine here, this one's about 60 euros. This one's 60 to 80 euros. It's horn and silver, though. It's a nice one. It's a very nice one. Okay. There's this website called the Greek Market. It's selling Koboloi. They are They are just green goboloi for $10. Some of them are selling for $7. Why the fuck is this one $130? What the hell? Yeah. There's also probably a lot of shipping to do with them because not many people outside of Greece fucking buy gobollois. Oh, if you go to Etsy. Etsy. Hold on. Go to Etsy. Yeah, you're going for about well, $20 isn't bad compared to some of these other ones. $922? What the fuck? To hunt again? Hell yeah. Well, to be fair, not everyone is made out of horn. Usually they're made out of like a plastic. Literally, the ones in my car are just this cheap ass plastic beads. They're just, you know what? Give me a second. Let me go to my car. Hold on. Where are my keys? So, this one is just literally plastic beads. It works just the same. Has a different texture to its grip though. And that's the goboloi. There you go, nice and easy. Nice simple knot down here, nothing crazy. And again, simple knots down here. These are very easy beads. Alright, I'm gonna put this back in my car. I don't want to keep it in here. Yeah, simple plastic. Alright, that should have given everything plenty of time to dry, so we should be able to do it. Maybe doing something with my hands at all times, valid. Something I've considered doing, just because I talk with my hands a lot. I think I had a hard time doing though, because I don't have people to practice with, is learning sign language to talk with my hands. I talk with my hands a lot. I move my hands around a lot anyways. So I was thinking to myself, why not be productive while moving my hands around? I just don't have anyone to practice with. And no one to learn with, and no one to teach me. So I can use all the online videos I can, but at the same time, it's never going to be enough to really learn if I never learn alongside someone or practice with someone or something like that. So like, well, I wanted to learn sign language to like do things with my hands while I'm talking. It's never... I keep forgetting to turn on the closed caption things. Fuck! I have the closed captions. I keep forgetting to turn them on. I'm so bad at it. I really am. Oh my god, I'm actually pissed. Where is it? Where are my extensions? Okay, let's see how this goes. It's saying it's working. Y'all tell me if closed captions are working, please. I don't know if you can see them on your end. You should be able to. I'm hoping it's working. It is perfect. God damn it. I gotta fucking remember to do that more often. I wish I could just have it permanently on. That'd be nice and easy. But then you would all hear me say my deep, dark, devilish things like, haha, poo poo pee pee caca. He got everything in there. That's great. That's amazing. So I got the spelling too, I know, right? I just don't have a good memory to set these kind of things up. So I think the last time I really used them was like a half a year ago, when I try to do it every time. But your boy doesn't remember things. His memory sucks. He blames the ADHD, but in all reality, it's probably the ADHD. Yeah, if you know how to make beads out of deer horn, go ahead and try it. Yeah, why not? I don't know how to make beads out of deer horn. Some people consider them like a kind of jewelry. I've seen them in jewelry in Greece. Yeah, hell yeah. Why not? Learn it. A couple you made will be very, very nice. Then all the Greeks would be like, Evra, Jesus Helenas. You'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? And you're like, oh, are you Greek? Like, nope, I just know a guy who is Greek and he has one. And I thought it was cool. Then you're like, ah, you're a... He says, Xenos. He says, Xenos. Καλά, καλά. Δεν καταλαβαίνει τίποτα αυτός. And you can be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're gonna be like, ah, vrevlaka. No, I live in the States. I'm Greek. I was born and raised very Greek. But I am Greek American. That's the way to put it. Most Greek people would not consider me Greek in Greece. I'd be considered to Amerikanaki. And I know people who are that, but I consider myself Greek American, and I consider myself Greek because not to dunk on the Greek people, but they only know 1 or 2 dances of their traditional culture and stuff. I know like 30, 40 because I spent years studying and practicing those dances. So haha, dab on the haters. No, I think your typical like person knows like 2 or 3 dances, because especially if they're not performing or practicing them. There's no reason to know too many, right? So like, I know every Greek knows the Kalamatanyo, you know? A lot of them know the Chasaposeviko, or the not the Chasaviko, the Chasaposeviko. It's 3 dance. It's 3 steps. It's nothing crazy. That's the one that Zorba the Greek made famous with the kick 1 2 3 bit. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the Is that the Susta, or is that the Sirtaki? I did not get the names right. Anyways, it's the Zorba dance, but not the part that like is like varied and stuff. Some of them will know like some variations of a Susta or a Malaviziotico or something like that as well, because like as an example, there is a dance in Crete. I want to say it's the Malaviziotico de Petozali. I do not remember which one. Where you dance it at the weddings. Traditionally, it does not always happen these days, but you know, traditionally you dance at the weddings, and the bride has to dance with every single person at the wedding, and it is torture on their fucking feet because you could have a wedding of like 140, 150 people easily. Apparently, a family relative of mine had a small wedding in Greece recently of 140 people. A small wedding of 140 people. You know? I haven't seen this family in years, but I wish them the best. I hope they have a good, you know, happy, loving, fruitful relationship with their partner. They're also very traditional over there, so it's not a lot of like stuff. But that being said, I know a lot of dances. I know everything from the Zondo Radico, the Siktir, the Kalamatanyo, the Maraviziotico, the Petozali, the Badushka, the Tik, another form of the Tik, another form of the Tik. The Tik has like so many fucking forms, it's ridiculous. It's like Vegeta or Goku. It's like, it keeps leveling up. To be fair, the Kalamatanyo has 2 forms. The most common one is a 7-step thing. So like, normally, I know the 12-step variation. It's nothing crazy. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. If I recall correctly, the 7-step is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So it's like basically halves it. But it takes me a little while to get used to because I'm so used to the 12-step version. The Malaviziotico, the problem is like when I say the names, I don't always get the ones right. So like as an example, the Zono Radico is one I get right all the time because it's very specific hand crossing. So all these dances are group dances. So you'll hold each other's hands, you'll hold each other's shoulders or something like that, right? This one, you actually like, so let's say you hold your hands like this, right? For the Zono Radico, let's say you hold your hands like, for a normal dance, let's say you hold your hands like this, right? For the Zono Radico, you're actually crossing your arms and you're grabbing the far hand of the person next to the person next to you and holding them in front of the person there. So like I know that. I know that one I always remember because it's such a specific way of holding the hand, and there's very few dances that do that. Zonoradiko is one of them. And that one goes like 1, 2, 3, then you do the 2 moves with your legs. They're kind of like little swivels. And then you just switch to a ba-dum 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 ba-dum. And you gotta go like 1, 2, 3, and depending on your region, you'll either do like jumps, hops, or skips. And you'll go backwards. Kind of like a ba-ba-ba kick thing, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying because none of you guys have ever danced on Zonoradiko. But I know what I'm saying. And I'm explaining it poorly because you don't see my feet. And I'm not showing you my feet, you dirty, dirty degenerates. Stop asking for feet pictures. I know you're disappointed. I know, guys. You're all disappointed. I'm not showing my feet. Okay, maybe for 10 Twitch subs, alright? No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I know the Zonoradiko. I know the Seek Deed because that was one of my favorite ones. That's actually one where you kind of like literally fly across the stage. The Malvis Zodico and the Betozali I mix up because they're so similar, in my opinion. People would argue they're not. I would argue they fucking are, that those people are wrong. But what do I know? I only danced them for like 20 years. More like 10 to be fair. I still know how to dance them. If you include these years, then 20, but like I danced semi-professionally up to 18. So it was like from 8 to 18 I danced. I competed in multiple competitions. I went on an international scholarship for it once. Yeah. I gotta wait for all this shit to dry now. I would show you guys Greek music, but I still will get copyright stricken. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get copyright stricken. I'm seeing so many great Pride minis on Blue Sky right now. They're so beautiful. I just gotta wait for this to dry. Probably do another quick layer of yellow on there, and then we'll go to the next one. But so far, looking good. We're gonna get, yeah, here, take a look so far. It's wet. You can still see how wet it is and how much I need it to dry before I do anything else. But the pink on the underneath looks great. The yellow's looking good. It's looking solid. I'm very happy with this so far. You know what? I'm gonna stretch my legs. You guys stretch your legs too, please. Thank you. We'll take a quick little break, and I'll be back in a bit. All right. Enjoy watching paint dry. That should be enough. Woo! That should be enough. You guys should be watching paint dry long enough. Alright. Oh yeah, it's... I want to give it one more... I think a lot of dry... Let's give it one more. One more coat of yellow, of this really bright yellow. And then we're gonna go on to the rest. And I'll see. So I follow a few people. Bot, do you want to hear the nerd rabbit hole? Yes, please, Snowy. Please, 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 please. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. But I follow a few people who do commission painting as work. And I always see them swapping in and out minis all the time. Now I kind of understand why. Like, oh, yeah, it's been 5 minutes. They're waiting for something to dry. They don't want to, like... wait, so they just swap out for another mini while this one's drying. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, you know? I obviously don't do a lot of commission work. I've never done commission work technically, but I intend to in the future for charity. I actually have a charity commission page if anyone wants to commission charity stuff, but yeah. The way they would fall under based upon the lead and the top thing they found so far is Nightshade! Send me a picture of ancient fruit. While we wait for this to dry, we could go down that route too. Let me help you out. Send me a picture of ancient fruit, please. Because it kind of looks a little viney if I recall correctly, right? And that is to say, Nightshade has quite a variety of family members too. Some of which are edible. As an example, tomatoes and potatoes. Then there's tobacco. So, you know, not edible per se, but... I think that's a good second layer, because we don't need everything. You know what? Sent to advertising channels. Oh, no. I'll thank you for the sub. That money, just for everyone knows, any sub money is going right to the charity event next month. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Send me the picture for the ancient fruit. Let me or the ancient plant fruit in general, or the show me the wiki page, and I'm gonna take a look and see what I can find. Let me help you out with that, yeah? I would love to join this. I've done that before with a few other plants from various things. Like, let me have fun with this and see what it could be related to in real life. Oh wait, I think there's an ancient fruit page just for like... Alright, let's take a look here. Actually, I got it. Don't worry about it. God, it does look kind of like tomatoes, doesn't it? Does kind of look like tomatoes, doesn't it? It's one single stem. It's got, what's the word for it? It does, yeah, when it's ripening up. So as an example, the blackberries outside of my workplace right now are very bright red, but they start to become black or blue later on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. But what it does have, that we can really easily tell, it's not a bush or a shrub, rather it's a singular stem with leaves, some of which curl. And the fruit itself has... Okay. All right, let's go through the botanical terms of fruit types. So you have berries, capsules. This is not a capsule, very clearly. Not a legume, very clearly. This could be potentially a drupe. Not an acne, not a caryopsis. Not a nut. Could be a pome. Pome. So a berry, a pome, or a drupe, potentially. With the top of it, how the top looks, I would say berry. So a poem will have a what information do we have here on these things? Quests, ancient fruits can be used, introduced, revalued to down from do we have any information on these things? Ancient fruits and fruit crop grows with seeds at the 28 days produced manually. Do you have any in-game information on these fuckers? Because if it has anything like a core, that's gonna be a poem. I don't think it's a poem though. I think we're looking at a berry. We used to make genie plants. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. It's on multiple leaves. It's coming from a variety of areas, so I would say it's definitely a berry. They're from in between leaves. Nightshade does have a similar leaf shape, but I would not say it's exact. Understanding Eastern Black Nightshade. Eastern Black Nightshade has ridges on its leaves, so I don't think that's exactly what we're looking for. However, there are other forms of Black Nightshade that don't have ridges, apparently. So, Solanium delicarium, or Climbing Nightshade, which does that as a vine, and... Oh, but the thing is, it also has separations on it. So these leaves are just single leaves, right? Nightshade has like small leaves on top of those leaves, so you'd have to look for a vine that has one leaf. Wait, hold on. Plant dichotomous key. Hold on. Let's go get a dichotomous key. Okay. According to it has a deep roots, according to the entry. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna be very silly with this. Are you guys ready? So, what a dichotomous key is, like a thing you follow that kind of is like a map to like plant botany and all that kind of stuff and families and shit. We're gonna, oh, hold on, wait, you sent me a whole list of things. Ancient type of seed, mature plants with ancient fruits are the building. They are also obtained by ancient fruit seed makers. It cannot be planted in garden plots. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the dichotomous key and go closer. So, plants typically reproducing by spores, seeds, and fruits not produced. No, we're gonna go with 1B. Plants typically reproducing by seeds. The seeds are born within a fruit or not, so choose this lead. Plants not producing true flowers. Seeds commonly born on strobili on the surface of a scale embedded in the finish. That is not true. So basically what happens if you look at some like plants and you look at the bottom of the leaf, you'll see these like orange, brown, or black spots. That's a whole bunch of small seeds, right? So that's not true. We're gonna be doing plants usually produce true flowers because these are producing flowers because they're making berries and fruits. Leaf blades are usually parallel veined on the plant. Thyroids, Americaceae, seeds with one perianth, typically 6 to 7 vascular bundles scattered throughout the stem. Secondary growth absent. Pinnately vined. Seeds with 2 combines, perianth, typically 4 or more, or... This is where we're starting to get things. Alright. Okay, so something that we're gonna be looking at now is whether or not we do not, here's the thing, we do not have a picture of the flower, so we can't work with that. However, we do have something very interesting. We have something called a cotyledon, the first leaf produced by the embryo before the true leaves begin to emerge. Leaf blades are usually pinnately veined. Seeds of 2 cotyledons or 1 cotyledon are different. Perianths are usually 4 to 5 or more. Vascular bundles. So here's what we got. When I'm looking at this plant right now, I see 2 leaves on the stem that are extremely distinct from the other ones, right? We're talking about cotyledons. They are typically small and weird. And we definitely see 1 on them. So if you guys look at a, you know what? Hold on, give me a second. We're gonna have fun with this. I'm bringing this up to the, I'm putting this up on stream. Give me a second. You guys can see what I'm going through. I'm putting this up on stream. Hold that for me. Don't worry about it. The 2 little curlies? Yeah, the 2 little curlies. Give me a second. So here's the thing, right? We have to put a little bit of suspension of disbelief in what we do because we're not gonna have anything that is perfect. It's going to be a fictional plant that has fictional plant stuff, right? Right? So it's not going to be perfect. Therefore, we're going to have a little fun with it and be a little silly with it, right? All right. I'm pulling it up in a second. Give me a second. There we go. I'm also gonna pull up something else real quick too. Give me a second. Okay, so here we are. All right, so Stardew Valley's ancient seeds, right? We don't get really close pictures of these, unfortunately. Wait. Yeah, that's a shit picture. Okay. So, here's what we have. Plants typically reproduce by seeds. Yes, 100%. Plants are usually producing true flowers. Seeds are enclosed in an ovary. Yes, 100%. That's what we're having. The ovary is the fruit itself, right? Now what we have to do is this is going to get hard because we don't have whether or not it's pinnately veined, which I'll show you a picture real quick. Pinnately veined. Oh, there you go. Pinnate, reticulate, etc. So we have pinnately or parallel veined. You know what? Actually, I know what this is. Can I slightly zoom? Thank you. Here's the good news. It's definitely not parallel veined. So we can actually go very safely with pinnately veined, because here's the thing, right? This leaf structure is typically not a leaf structure that would be parallel, right? I don't want to edit this image. Fuck off. So that would typically be like a lot of different, I forgot what they're called, but a lot of other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Plants definitely woody. Secondary growth present. No, this is not woody. This is herbaceous. Fuck, we don't have this information. We don't have this information. We'll have to continue on. So what we have here is flowers of the epigynous, or an inferior ovary, with or without a hypotherium, or partly so, i.e. ovary inferior. Flowers with a hypogynous, or a perigynous, i.e. the ovary superior, or the flower is lacking a perianth. Basically, we're looking at flower structure now. So a lot of flowers will have the ovary actually inside the flower, while this one has it clearly on the outside of the flower, or on a part of the structure that's not within the flower itself. So we don't have flower information here. That's a problem. It'd be a smaller flower, yeah. The size of the flower doesn't matter. I am inclined to go with the first one. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, because we can't see the flower. I'm inclined to go that there's smaller flowers with an inferior ovary. So let's do that one. Inflorescence, flower array arrangement. Nope. A capitulum. No. It's not an aster. Here are the 20 plant species that we could look at. Okay. We can take a guess, but we don't know the shape of the flower itself. That's the problem. This is not an aster, I don't think, because here's the thing. Asters, arrangement of flowers, we don't see a flower thing. The flower is kind of hidden. I am going to go here, and I'm going to have a little fun. Let's shoot this one. All right. Again, we don't have flower information. That's the problem. The information we have, the green on the fruit, yeah, that's the thing. The information we have is that we have green on the fruit, which could be leftovers from the flower itself. So 5 petals, potentially going to be actinomorphic rather than zygomorphic. So let's try that. God, now we have to talk about ovaries and like how they are on the thing, but we don't know what the ovary of the agency looks like. Let's try to see this list, however. Let's take a look at this. Nope. Saw roseaceae. That's appeared a few times. Brassicacea, Cataphacea, Lithacea. It does. It's close. But so can these guys too. It doesn't, unfortunately. We can kind of... Hold on, let's take a look. See what else we can find about this thing. Interesting. It used to have a different design. It's a lot more like blueberries. You have a different design. It's a lot more like blueberries. Let's go down this lead. Let's see. Plants are parasitic, lacking chlorophyll? No. Plants are autotrophic, without saying with chlorophyll. Depressed, evergreen, alpine herbs? No, they're not evergreen. They do die. We don't know. What kind of sap does it have? Fruit a pear. Nope. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, they're alternate. Look at that. It's not that, though, that's for sure. That's so specific. We do not know, actually. This is something we do not know. They are not parasitic, though. So we could go from that. Okay. They don't really reduce the scale. They are terrestrial. I do not know what this means, actually. Oh, they're the stamens. Fuck, we don't know again. It is bringing us to Solanaceae, though. You might have been onto something. Many seeded capsule barrier for... Yeah, alright, so we have berries here. Fruit of berry, 2 valve capsules. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Fruit of berry, prickly capsule, or pythonus. Anthers with 2 locules. We cannot confirm that. Cannot confirm that. We can confirm this, actually. We can confirm this, because here's the thing. What basically it's saying is inflorescence of solitary flowers in the axils of leaves or sometimes appear. It's very easy to me. Basically, it's saying in the middle of flowers, you'll get that berry. I would say it is very confident in the Solanaceae family. We might be able to get the genus, too. I would say we go down this one because here's the thing. This does not have a flower base like this. I think we go down this one because it sounds like it's. So you're right. You're in the family. But let's go down and see what else we got. We don't have anthers. Oh, leaves opposite, fruit a 2 valve. Oh wait. Leaves alternate, that's it. Yep, that's it. We cannot confirm this one. That's the problem. We can't confirm past this, right? The apple of Peru. A weedy member of the nightshade family that gets its species from the resemblance of fruits to tomatillos. Covered with thing, Greek scientist. The year's name for the Greek scientist Lysander, who trees his own plants more than 2,000 years ago. Flower color, blue to purple. Where is the statement number 5? Fruit type general. The fruit is fleshy. Show all characteristics. Where are the fruits or seeds? Tell me the fruits and seeds. Berry color NA. What do you mean I don't have a berry color for this shit? Does it not produce a berry? Oh, I mean... Okay. Let's say we go down this one for fun. Plants are woody, armed with thorns. It's not. Plants are herbaceous, unarmed. Fruiting calyx usually inflated and larger than the berry contains. No. Large false ground cherry, really? Here's what I'm gonna say. For sure, not for sure, But to our best estimate, we could definitely say it's in the Solanaceae family, so it is related to Nightshade. However, from there, we can kind of get down to a 4 or 5 genuses, but nothing's for sure. It depends on a lot of stuff out there. But yes, your estimate was correct. Yeah, Nightshade. Potentially related to Nightshade. For sure. That was a good fucking call there, dude. Hey, you guys ready to go back to mini painting, by the way? That is great. I love that. I love that. That is fantastic, actually. Alright, we're gonna go to Glowing Inferno now. By the way, this is the fire dude, the fire elemental from the Wildspire kit. Yeah, you got me. But yeah, I would say you were 100% correct. This is related to the Nightshades. I would say ancient fruits are 100% related to Nightshades. You are 100% correct. I think you got there really good. Snowy, how'd you come up with that? I'm so curious. How'd you come up with that? You were like, I'm so curious how you got there. Obviously, we did the dichotomous key. We went through like the whole scientific procedure. But like, how did you get there? I'm so curious. Googling blue fruits angrily. Oh, fair enough. It's annoying when you don't see the flowers because, like, Stardew Valley has very limited... Well, hold on. Wait, Snowy, do me a favor. Shit, never mind. No, wait, yes! There is a Stardew Valley cookbook. It's not gonna include ancient fruit, but it might include a picture of ancient fruits. If you happen to have the cookbook for Stardew Valley, see if there's anything ancient fruit related on it. Or if you can find pictures of it. Maybe they'll have like pictures of the ancient fruit, you know what I'm saying? But it also, the older pictures also do look a lot like nightshade berries too. So like, that would make sense, you know? Actually, let me put down a little timer real quick because we went on about a 30-minute tangent there. I'm gonna take that off for part of the VOD. Not for the VOD, for the quick video. The VOD's fine. Yeah, I would say that's definitely related to Nightshade. I'd agree 100%, honestly. That is a great fucking call out. Yeah, more or less. More or less, bud, yeah. I've done that with a few plants in like fiction before. I remember actually doing a whole thing on like some plants from Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life years ago about it, and I figured that a few of the plants, I think it was the toy flower, was actually kind of close related to like wild mustards, if I recall correctly. Then
take our wishes upon your way into the sky, soaring ever high, beyond anywhere, beyond the world to eternity. Dance, oh light, across the sky, sent to us from heaven. With flames you burn, a crimson hue, burn through all our destinies before the red sky is painted blue.
Sweet gemberry? Oh yeah, those bastards. They're orange and shit.
Bring us
I will do that another time. I do want to finish painting this today, actually. Send me a picture. We can talk about it after stream if you want. Oh, I wasn't joking. I am down to do it. I'm down to figure it out. You kidding me? Just not right now. I want to finish this. Honestly, it shouldn't take me much longer to finish. I should be able to finish this literally in 30 minutes, not even. I am gonna have to do some extra work here, but what we're gonna do real quick, actually. Here we go. We're gonna get a mud layer on here real quick, so we don't have to focus on that later. Hey. Didn't get it up there, but we'll fix that. No, we should also figure out, Snowy, we should figure out if, what tomatoes are related to. And potatoes and pumpkins. We should do all of them. What are radishes related to in real world, you know? What are Stardew Valley radishes related to? That's the real question. You know? I still hold to my theory that the emery flowers are turnip flowers. Hell yeah. Maybe. Yeah, please do, please do, please do, please do. Fuck! God damn it. Well, we'll have to redo that part. That's fine. Fine, we're good. Maybe I shouldn't have been so impatient. I have to redo all of that though real quick. We'll fix it. It'll be fun. I have to go over it all over again. I am kind of pissed. Oh yeah, I see exactly what you mean. I see exactly what you mean with the emery flower, by the way. Thought I fucked up. Very repairable, but I did. Me and my fucking hubris, am I right, y'all? Could just wait. Steph, you could just wait, but no, you're so fucking impatient. You could have saved the fucking dirt for another day, too. No, you just thought you could do it all today. Hey, cool. I'm gonna mix red and orange together because I feel like that's gonna make a better fiery red than the red I used before. I don't like how the red I used. Oh, that is much better, actually. Yeah. That's really nice, actually. All right, let's get out the small brush.
レベアリーナロースターにある
We're gonna start doing specifics now. Yay! All right, sit down. All right, we're good.
トロフィーなエフェラディオソンカメセノラエラトイマティアシテルオネトゥイラエビラティエソクラオフィアメレジェンデのフィラオ
Actually, you know what I need? I need my super duper zoom in glasses real quick. There we go. Gonna hop off for now. Snowy, thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for hanging out, and I appreciate the plant nerdiness. You have a wonderful night, Snowy. Oops, not the color I wanted, so we're gonna take that off. All right. Do I have Abaddon Black still? I do. Not done. I'm gonna tell you why it's not done in a second. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna come back to it. But I'm gonna clean up, and then we're gonna come back to this. Be right back. Alright guys, so let's take a gander at this. This is not done. I'm gonna tell you why. I want to put secondary lighting on the side and on the ground, which will mean I have to wait for the ground to dry up entirely, which is gonna take a little while, but yeah, pretty happy with how this guy's come out. Look at him. I'm gonna do some cleanups on the sides too, but that's for another day essentially, you know what I'm saying? Very happy with how he's turned out. Alright, for watching this VOD on YouTube, thank you very much. I hope you're having a good one. YouTube, stay safe, stay Botanist Cool. We'll see you soon. Bye, YouTube!